My dear God Almighty, it is so hot. Where's the temperature on this thing? 84, but it's been cloudy for 25 minutes. It's going to rain later on. 84. I don't know. It's. I believe one gentleman at the fence called it the devil's scrotum, but it seems like an over dramatization to me. No idea what the devil's scrotum will be like, but it is very, very hot. Got here today. You know, I didn't really look at the program, to be honest. I thought You Gotta Believe probably had a good chance. Luck of the Dragon, if he behaved. I know we trained him fast last week. I thought he'd be good. Matt's MVP, I had no idea, to be honest. And Granite Hill, we just hope for the best. You know, this is a colt that baby steps. He gets a little bit better, and he was good. You know, track is very deep. Keep in mind, I told you guys yesterday that Isa 10 rolled off and was rough because she had that open toe shoe. It's the same shoe this guy has on. He just hits the ground a lot harder, punches into the ground, whereas Isa 10, she just spun right out. But nevertheless, raced good. I mean, that colt that Rosie had qualified in 2-2 at Mohawk, and I think she said she trained him faster. So Granite Hill can't go that fast. I mean, he was 15 seconds slower than her in the qualifiers, or 15 lengths slower than her in the qualifiers, 3 seconds, and was beat 18 lengths. So I think the horse raced as good as he could. You know, horses are funny. When they simply can't catch the horses in front of them, it's demoralizing, right? It's deflating. And I think that's what you saw was down the lane, a deflated horse, but at the same time, he garnered a lot of respect for me today. You guys, I don't know how you can tell in the video, there is the pirate ship in the first turn at the quarter pole. There is the roundup thing, the big spinny thing, and a lot of the horses were acting up, but not ours for the most part. Granite Hill was as good as he could be. What I like about him now, he's not hitting. He's hitting less and less. Like I told you, he's not hitting. He still wears trotting boots. He brushes. We wear bell boots on him behind for those of you that are horsemen out there, because he touches right there on the cornet band. But I didn't hear much bumping and grinding today. He was good. He's going to get better. You know, do I know what the finished product is going to look like? No. That's the wonderful thing about horse racing. No one knows. But we're going to find out. So, Granite Hill I was happy with. Now, Luck of the Dragon, again, I didn't look at the program, but I'm thinking, I trained this horse in 59. I know he can go more. We're at a fair. No one's going to beat us. Now, again, I didn't look at the program. I got away fourth. You know, I'm watching the guys in front of me. I'm like, you know, it's a fair. You got to be careful. I'm keeping a close eye on them. The guy up front looks like he's rolling right along, but, geez, we're rolling. And I think I hear the announcer say 1-1 in a piece. I'm like, 1-1. Like, this crew should go 2-5. Like, the pacing fillies went 2-8 in a piece yesterday. He wasn't slowing down. I moved Dragon out, and he come to him. He tried to get to him. And then I looked at the chart line. I thought we went under the wire, and I thought I heard 2-4 in one. And I'm like, geez, I don't think we went last half in 2 in a piece. I know I didn't. But these fairs, sometimes it's all by stopwatch, right? So maybe the polls aren't as close as they thought they were. But I looked at the line after. 2-2 flat last half, 59-3 last quarter, 30 seconds. That shattered the track record here. Shattered it. And I was very, very impressed with Luck of the Dragon. He didn't wow me with blinding speed, but he did his work very, very well. Very well today. For a horse that doesn't have the gate experience the other ones does. The other horses do. That was a big mile. That I hate to quantify and compare. I would say that would have to be a mile in 56 or 57 at Northfield Park, I would think. So a good mile from Luck of the Dragon. Then I went out with Leaf. I got to the front. I heard them say 104, which is right where I figured we'd go. I figured 2-6, 2-7, we're golden. I can't make fun of him, You Gotta Believe, today in any way. He came in and he was blowing his head off. It is hot here and humid here. He did everything he could. I'm not going to make fun of the horse. He worked as hard as he could, and he tried as hard as he could. That other horse got by me getting in the last turn by half a length. I could feel him leaning forward to come back. He just worked as hard as he could. Deep track, again, this horse that wears a lot of weight up front. 2 sets of bell boots, 5/8 shoes up front with grab, and a 2-ounce toe weight. He wears a ton of weight for a deep track. Probably just tired him out. Now, I don't want to try to make excuses for Matt's MVP. He had the same training as everyone else. He had everything the same. This horse is obviously has some issues that are bothering him. No lameness that I can see, but I would expect if we had him floor scoped right now. Stifles are wide open. This is a deep track, which would be horrible for deep stifles. And what you would see is what you saw today. Combine that with his childish attitude sometimes, and I think what you get is a horse that, quite frankly, we know he's fast, but he's not fast enough to overpower and outrun his demons. I think this is the time of year when we're going to look and say, okay, what can we do to help Matt's MVP? You know where I'm going. I don't have to tell you this. I'll just turn him out. Turn the horse out, let his joints cool down, let him grow up, and hope that he comes back to be the horse we know he can be. Because I can force him, but it isn't helping him. It's not helping you. It's not helping me. Nobody wins in that situation. So I think the smartest thing to do for Matt's MVP is simply just turn him out for a little while. Bring him back whenever we want. If I get great reports from him in a month or so, we'll bring him back. If not, we'll just turn him out for the year. Bring the horse back as a 3-year-old into the fall, winter, into the spring. But definitely today was a telltale sign that mentally, you look at a horse like 1-2 Skip a Few, broke the track record yesterday. All the weight in the world on. All the weight in the world. She hasn't been perfect. She's made breaks. She's looked bumpy her whole life. But she is an overachiever. She's a worker. And that's the difference between, you see when these horses are asked to work, who raises their hand and who kind of hides in the corner. And I think that type of attitude, unless you're flawless, like West 52nd was kind of like that when he was a 2-year-old. He could go fast, but refrain from fights, put it that way. And I think that's what we have with Matt's MVP is they're both my MVPs. Wow, that's weird. I think all we have with Matt's MVP is just a mentally immature horse that is not ready to do battle. I think that's the easiest way to put it. So I think we'll turn out Matt's MVP today, as I said, a very telling sign of what probably should happen and what will happen. Whereas I was very happy. You got to believe, eventually when we start getting that weight off of him, I believe you're going to see a horse that he wants to work. We just need to give him better tools. This is a deep track. Just worked against him today. You guys just go back and watch the race. Horse was just tired. He just run out of steam. So we'll put him in a position where he won't run out of steam and where he'll be able to compete a little bit better. If we know we're coming to a deep track like this, add a little more grab, maybe take a little of the weight off and hope that he works good. But overall, from the 3 horses, Granite did everything he could. Luck of the Dragon did everything he could. And You Got to Believe did everything he could. 3 horses. The other guy, as I said, I think I've explained it as well as I can. So that's the fair today. We got some horses racing at Mohawk. I'm going to race my last race of the day right here for a gentleman who asked me to go with his horse. I'm going to take my kids over to the fair. We're going to have a little dip in the pool. Probably have some supper at 7:30. I'm going to get up tomorrow early from here. Drive back. We had a ton of horses to train. A lot going on this weekend. A lot going on this weekend in Northfield in Pennsylvania. Drew the 3-hole with Taiwan on, going for $54,000, waiting for the draw from Scioto. Can't wait. Very anxious times. But I think we got a pretty good handle on what went on and what needs to go on as far as what went on at the fair today and what needs to go on moving forward. So, a decent day. We didn't get the win we wanted, but all the horses raced pretty good for the most part. We'll be back at it tonight in Ontario. And where are we at tomorrow? I'm not racing tomorrow. We're racing in Grand River. So I will talk to you soon. I hope you're all having a good day. It is hot here in Marion, Ohio. Take care.